Hi guys, this is Caroline, and today I'd love to speak about interviews. How do you prepare yourself for an interview, and also how do you handle yourself during the interview process? So you call for an interview, and you are excited and all that. Nowadays it's very hard to be called for an interview, so you get this call for an interview, you're very excited. Maybe it's an email, maybe it's a call that you got, so you get really excited. So how do you prepare for this interview? So the first thing that you need to do is get to really know about yourself. Yes, you may say that you know about yourself, but how much do you know about yourself? So you need to know about your strengths and your weaknesses. You need to know about your qualifications and all that there is to know about you as a professional. And the second thing you need to find out, the second thing that you need to research on is about the position that you're going to be interviewed on. What's the job title, what are the qualifications needed, and all those things. The third thing that you need to research on is the company. So what's the name of the company? Does it have any other branches? What's the name of the CEO of this company? If you're being interviewed for whatever position, what is the name of the head of that position? So you need to know all that there is to know about the company, and all this information you can get in the company's website. The last thing that you need to research is about the industry. If this organization that you're willing to work with, you want to work with, is in a big industry, then you need to research about the industry, because you may be asked questions about the industry. So get to know the industry well and all those things. Ensure that you understand these things that you've researched on. Don't memorize. Make sure that you understand everything that you researched on. So the interview day comes, and what do you do? Just ensure that you get to the place as early as you can, 30 minutes earlier. But if you cannot get there 30 minutes earlier, then 10 to 15 minutes is allowed. This will give you time to just take a breather and relax. Let them know that you are there and all that. And when you get to the place, along the corridors, you'll meet with people, they will say hi and all that. So ensure that you're kind to them, very respectful and professional, because you do not know who that person is. You do not know who is watching. When you get to the reception, make sure that you are kind to the receptionist, and also very respectful and professional. So the time of the interview comes and you're called to the interview room. How do you handle yourself? Be very confident. Get to the room with a smile. Give a firm handshake. Do not squeeze, just a firm handshake. There's a way of giving a professional handshake, so ensure that you give that professional handshake. When you're told to sit well, sit upright, do not lean back. Make sure that your body language is good, because that is something that they're going to watch very closely. And as we know, first impressions really matter, so make sure that your first impressions are the best. And also, when you get there, they'll start by asking you questions. Maybe they'll start by asking you for your documentations. So ensure that your documents are well arranged. Get a folder and arrange your documents very well, so that when they ask you for the documents, you just don't start like rambling around and all that. You just give them there and then. And another thing is answering the questions. They'll start by asking you, tell us about yourself. So when they ask you these questions, they're not asking you about your personal life, they're not asking you about your family history and all that. They want to know about your qualifications, your experiences, and why you think you're a good fit for this position. So you need to start by giving a brief professional work story. You can tell them where you've worked, the name of the places that you've worked, for how many years, what position you held in those organizations. You can start from your first job to the most recent job if you've worked in different places. And after that, explaining that, then you can describe your accomplishments at those places of work and tell them what you know about the role you're being interviewed on, what you believe they need for the specific position. That's the time you need to sell yourself and show them that you really have these qualifications that they want. And then you can finish by telling them that you think and you believe that you are a right fit for this position. Keep your answers very short, not 2-word answers, but make them brief and let them be with good content, not just short and with no content. You really need to give them what they want. Do not lie. You may be asked about maybe if you've used a software, an application, or anything of the sort. Do not lie. If you've not used something, do not be embarrassed. Just tell them that you haven't used that and you're willing to learn if they show you, and let them know that you are a fast learner, and if you're showed, then you will learn fast. Also, do not take so much time in answering questions, and ensure that you answer them as fast as you can. They may ask you about your salary expectations. It's not right to answer this question if you do not know their salary range. If you do not know their salary range, do not answer these questions because this is a very tricky question. Most companies just want to see like what you think about the company, maybe how you value the company. So if you quote a very low salary, then they may not take you. You may think that if I say a very low salary, then they'll be excited because they're saving, but no, that's not true. So if you do not know, don't answer. Also, if you quote a very high salary, the organization will think that they cannot afford you. So do not answer if you do not know. But if you know the salary range, then you can answer that question. I know they'll insist, but just let them know that you'll be comfortable with the salary they'll offer, and that you're willing to negotiate. And then they'll ask you if you have any questions for them. If you have a question for them, you can ask. But if you do not have a question, then you can let them know that you do not have a question, but have a very good closing statement. This is the time to sell yourself, and let them know that you're interested and excited and very hopeful about joining the organization, being part of them, and thank them for their time. And also, you can give them a handshake once they confirm that the interview session has ended. Some people write emails, so if you want to write an email of just a thank you, you can write an email, but make sure that you write an email within 12 to 24 hours of the interview session. Yes, so that's all I have. It's a brief, but I really hope that someone learns from it. If you had experiences and if you have more ideas and all that, you can put them down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Ensure that you subscribe to Billy Jillian's channel, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much.